Hello, friends. It is me, Dr. Janet Roark, coming to you live on Monday, March 6th. I can't believe it's March 6th already. And I know I normally go live on Sunday evenings, so I'm not 100% sure if a ton of people will hop on live because I know a lot of you are at work. But yesterday I was driving home from Baton Rouge. I had a horse show out there, and so it took me a pretty long time to get home to Texas from that. Didn't get back in time to do my normal Sunday night lives. So had super fun time out at LSU for the IHSA regional finals over there. Everybody who showed did amazing, and I had so much fun. So I am here live to answer your questions. This is a Q&A. So if you have any questions, or if you're hopping on live and you happen to be seeing this, please comment below where you're from and what essential oil you're using today. I'm going to be putting on my super mint actually while we're waiting for comments. And if you have a question for me about essential oils, about animals, about whatever, you can ask me about me if you want. Anything I know about. My expertise is essential oils and animals, so prefer that. But pop that question in the comments. Quick announcement before we get started is we're 1 week away from the free cat webinar. The webinar is essential. The webinar, you can register for it at essentialoilvet.com/cat-webinar. I put the link in the description. Let me see if I have a banner for that. Let me see. Do I have one? Yeah. Oh, or you could do go.essentialoilvet.com/cat-webinar. Either one of those should get you there. Super excited about that one because you can actually order on the back end of that the 7-day happy healthy dog challenge for free, and we're going to be running that the following week on March 20th through the 27th. We're going to be running the 7-day happy healthy cat challenge. This is your official announcement about that, but you in order to get 50% off, you have to register for the cat webinar before Monday, so you have 1 week to register. That one's totally free if you want to come to that webinar. I'm going to be talking about the 7 mistakes cat owners make that might accidentally be hurting their cats. And we don't want that to be you. We want you guys to be informed and educated and be able to help your cats in the best possible way. So be sure to register for the cat webinar. We've got Kim from Athens, Alabama. Welcome. I'm so excited for you to be following us. Miss Aubrey from Arkansas. She says I look great. Your skin is glowing. Thank you. I blame MetaPower. So MetaPower, I have my MetaPower right here. Always by me at all times. I've been using the collagen. I've been actually doing twice a day, and it's been really, really good. So, Kim's new to the South. Well, it's a good time of year to be in the South. The spring is the best. Here in Texas, we have bluebonnets blooming right now. I'm originally from Michigan, so I feel you. Right now in Michigan, I think they just had a big ice storm. So Michael from Texas, also my neighbor here in Texas. All right, Lynn has a good question. What can I use for my dog's anxiety? Well, I would really encourage you, Lynn, to come over to the membership group if you haven't. The membership group that we have, and the reason I say that is because I just did a 1-hour anxiety webinar in there, specifically focusing on dog anxiety, separation anxiety, and the reasons behind anxiety, and how to, instead of just be like, use some lavender and hope for the best, actually get to the root of the cause and progressively increase it so that it improves over time as opposed to getting worse over time, which is typically what anxiety does. So I get into all the nitty gritty details as well as all the different oils you can use, but you can try lavender, you can try Roman chamomile, you can try our grounding blend, our calming blend, we have lots of reassuring blends, that sort of thing. Petitgrain is excellent. Patchouli, coriander is actually really good for boosting confidence. Bergamot and Melissa are really good as well, kind of in combination. I really like those two diffused. So lots of really good options for your dog with anxiety. But again, one drop is probably not going to fix the underlying cause, and getting to the root of the problem, even if it's working with the behaviorist, is going to be really helpful. And I get into all of that in the webinar, in the membership. And the membership is very low cost. We have it over, do I have a, I'm sure I have a link to the membership. There we go. It's essentialoilvet.com/members to join that. You can join for a month, or you can join for a year. You can join, you can pay month by month. We have an auto renew kind of option for you if you so desire. We encourage you to do that because you can turn it off at any time. And it is really the best place to learn about essential oils and animals. The members in there are true animal advocates and essential oil enthusiasts, and it is just an amazing community to be a part of. We have a lot of actual behaviorists in there. We have dog trainers, we have horse trainers, we have nutritionists, we have experts in birds, experts in hamsters and guinea pigs and rabbits and all of the things. So we love our community, and it has really truly become an amazing place to gather if you love animals and love essential oils. So I encourage you to head over and check that out. Kim says she just got my book delivered. Okay, and Kim's question is, I'm curious if using just essential oils for flea and tick prevention is best, or if I should use meds for dogs. It depends. And that's not an answer that I can answer for you, because it depends on where you live. It depends on how, like, if you're rural versus urban. It depends on how much your dogs are outside, or cats. And you can kind of make the decision based on that. I have a lot of clients that just use essential oil medication, or essential oils instead of medication for that, and their animals do amazing and thrive. You do have to be consistent, because it's not like you can just put a drop of essential oil on and then have them be good for 30 days. That's not how essential oils work. They metabolize it really fast. So it is a daily kind of application. Some people don't like that because it's not convenient and they don't want to be inconvenienced. And so, I get into that in the membership too, Kim, if you want to check it out. But like, I have a whole guide just on parasites, including fleas and ticks. But one of the options that you can do is do a feed through, and then do a feed through medication, and then a topical essential oils, which is what I really like to do for my animals, because we live in the rural area, and there are a lot of parasites around here in Texas. And so, but that being said, heartworm disease is the one exception. We do recommend heartworm medication as long as it is mosquito season. If there are mosquitoes, there is the potential for heartworm disease. And so I do recommend that at a frequency that makes sense for your animals. So yeah, I mean, if you've never had to do meds, then you might not have to. It really depends on your location and how bad of a year it is for fleas or for ticks in your particular area, and how much you go out for walks in the woods and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, then she says I do give them meds for that. So yeah. All right, Linda has a question. One of my cats has a heart murmur. Is there anything I can use to help him other than his meds? Absolutely. We actually have a lot of oils that help the cardiovascular system that are totally safe for cats. Ylang ylang is one of them. I really like spikenard for cats and heart murmurs. Yarrow palm is actually really, really good. Again, but when we're talking about cats, anything with cats, you're going to want to dilute significantly, because our essential oils are very, very potent, and 50 to 70 times more potent than herbs, and cats are 10 pounds. So you want to dilute appropriately for the species. But yeah, marjoram, ylang ylang. I have in my book, which I'm actually coming out with the second edition of this, you guys, but the Essential Oils for Pets guidebook, there is a heart recipe in here and all the oils that are good for cardiovascular health. And it's just really good. And also we have this information in the membership as well. The other thing that's really, really good and super safe for cats for heart murmurs is copaiba. So copaiba, spikenard, ylang ylang, marjoram. You can even do geranium or cypress, also really good for the heart. You can use just 1 to 2 drops in a 10 milliliter roller bottle, an empty one, and top it off with fractionated coconut oil. Roll a little bit on your hands and then pet your cat with it once a day to kind of support their heart in that. Now, a heart murmur is not necessarily pathologic. Sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. So it just means that there's a sound in the heart when it's beating. It means it's not 100% normal, but over time, a heart murmur, because there's mixing of blood, it could lead to some heart problems over time. So awesome. Okay, Laura, I'm going to post your one. So Laura says, how do you feel about vacations? I think you mean vaccinations, but I feel great about vacations. I highly recommend them, and I think you should definitely go on one as well. But as far as vaccinations go, it depends. Again, it depends on where you live, what diseases you have around. I think that everyone should get like for dogs, if we're talking about dogs specifically, should get puppy vaccinations and then do titers after that. In some areas of the world, in some states, they require by law rabies vaccination. They don't accept titers, sometimes even with a letter from your veterinarian saying that the vaccination is not good for this animal. And in those cases, I recommend doing the thimerosal free 3-year vaccination. So you can actually get the vaccinations every 3 years. There is one available out there for that. That's what I recommend and use. And it is wonderful. It works great. But for the other types of vaccinations, getting titers can actually tell you, okay, my animal is still protected, or, oh, my animal is no longer protected and needs that vaccine now. So I would do that. It's a little more expensive, but they're getting to be more and more popular. There are several labs all over the country that will actually test for that and do titers. So that's what I recommend. As far as the yearly vaccines, there are a lot of vaccines that are not yearly. Like I said, you can get a 3-year rabies vaccine, and there are other pretty much any vaccine, not any, and not all of them, but like certain vaccines you can actually do the 3-year as opposed to the 1-year vaccine. So if that's what you prefer. So there is a lot of controversy around that. That's my 2 cents for what it's worth. I really like titers because that tells you, is my animal still protected, or do they need revaccination? If they need revaccination, a lot of the vaccinations that are out there for animals are really important for public health, keeping people safe. And we go into I go into all my vaccine rants over in the membership. So if you really like want to learn a lot more about that, head over to the membership group. But a lot of the vaccines that are out there are like rabies, protect humans as well, and that's why it's required by law in some states. Other vaccinations like distemper, or but especially distemper and parvo, are quite deadly to animals, and it's much more expensive to get the disease than it is, and potentially deadly compared to getting a vaccine. And it's just so you have to kind of weigh the risk and the benefit of them. Other vaccines like Bordetella, it's required for different like if you board or do anything like that. That's for kennel cough. That is not a deadly disease typically, and so it's just more because it's really contagious. So that, I mean, there's like a whole discussion that we can have about that. But that's my 2 cents. Get the titers if you can. If you can't, try to get the 3-year vaccines instead of the 1-year. Most vets carry them. So all right, that's my quick and dirty answer. All right, that is all the time I have for today. Actually, you guys, I have to get going on my day. It's Monday, so it's not my normal Sunday talk, but hopefully you guys will get this. We'll send this live stream out via email for those of you that are on the email list. If you're not on the email list, get on the email list. It's so, I send out, try not to spam people. I send out recipes and fun facts that are like hot topics right now because of what's going on in the essential oil world or the animal world, and also keep you guys updated as to what is going on in as far as webinars and things like that. So like this month, for example, said it at the beginning, but I'll say it one more time. We do have the how 7 mistakes cat owners make that might accidentally be hurting their cat webinar. Free cat webinar. Just be sure to head over to essentialoilvet.com and you'll see it right on the banner there. Just click on that to register. It is your one chance to get the 7-day Happy Healthy Dog Challenge or Happy Healthy Cat Challenge at 50% off. It's the only time you can do that. Once we have the webinar, the prices go up on that. So I will see you guys hopefully next Monday at 7 p.m. Central Time for that cat webinar. And I will also see you on Sunday for another Q&A. All right, I'll talk to you then. Bye.